Game radio, shoutcast, music shows, lemon party.
What?
Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Triumph Man and you're watching another Cybergame Invitational podcast being done by Netgame Radio. And tonight I'm phoning a friend, two friends in actual fact. Tonight joining me in the studio is Cujo and Fives. Cujo, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Looking pumped to do this match, to podcast this match between GoGo Power Rangers and Frenetic Array, and also Fives also joining us here at the studio tonight. Fives, how are you feeling?
Good. It's good to make my shoutcasting debut after so many false starts. I'm keen to see this match, especially with the run that GGPR is on, and with the lineup changes that Frey's had, losing superstar Lock Shadow and putting in Kaiser. It looks like
So Lock Shadow has actually quit this time, because before we saw him quit but not quit, so it's confirmed that he's actually left Frey now.
I think so. I don't think he can stand playing with GGPR, so we're about to find out why.
Okie dokie. Well, we've got some bands coming out here. We've got Slither Band, Dr. Repulsor Band, Pharaoh Band, and Bombardier Band. I'm just calling out the team lineups at the moment. Playing for Frey on the Hellborn side for game one, we've got Valkyra, Kaiser, Bobo, Jabba Wabba, GGXOXO. And we've also got, playing for GoGo Power Rangers, we've got It Takes More, MK, Furby Kirby, Boostin, and True Skies. Now, given the skills of these teams, I'll start off with you, Cujo. Which team do you prefer to win?
Well, I think Frey have better individual skills, like Jabba and Bobo, even Valkyra. They have really good individually skilled players, but I think GGPR are much more coordinated. They've been around for a while together. So I'd probably take GGPR just based on that.
Fair enough. And Fives, what about you?
Can't help but agree. I don't really rate just seeing Kaiser in this game. I haven't really seen him play much
Who was
together.
that guy?
Nor do I really see these guys play very much together at all. Plus the recent edition of Jabba Wabba, they can't play with Shinx. They've blocked exclusively. They don't have Lock Shadow. It's got to hurt their chemistry compared to GGPR, who pretty much play all day, every day together. They go to the gym together. They're in sync, freakishly. So yeah, got to give it to GGPR just based on synergy.
They play like a bunch of Asians in their gaming frat houses. Anyway, so we've got Swiftblade Band now and Thunderbringer as well. I think I might be a little bit behind you guys. My game lagged for a few seconds there, but I don't know. I'm down to 45 seconds on the Legion picking time. What about you guys?
Yeah, it's what we've got.
Okay,
44, 43.
Okay, about the same then. As we just also get Magebane banned. It Takes More banning Magebane. Now, that's not a hero I see banned all that often, so I'm not sure about that. Cujo, do you want to give us would you have any ideas as to why they're banning Magebane?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to talk about why they banned Swiftblade. It's because somebody banned Pharaoh straight away, which means, and Pharaoh's probably the only legitimate counter to a Swiftblade trying.
Okay.
And on Magebane, it's just one of those heroes that if the other team picks Magebane, there's very few heroes you can pick that are going to be a harder carry, so you're almost forced to lane in the long lane and try and counter their tri-lane with an offensive tri-lane. So if that's not something you're looking to do, then you want to ban a hard carry like Magebane, so go for it.
Fair enough. As we see Bubbles get picked up as a first pick by It Takes More for GGPR. And in response, Frenetic Array pick up Myrmidon and the Madman. Now, we often see Myrmidon run in the tri-lane, but honestly, he's a hero that wants a lot of levels fairly early. Do you think he could ever be seen in a solo lane at all? I'll throw that one to Five, sorry.
If we've got players that we've got currently playing, if it's all Valkyra, I would be surprised if Valkyra is playing support when they've got GGXOXO and probably Bobo or Kaiser. I don't know, Kaiser has biggest. Yeah, I wouldn't expect Valkyra to be playing support. But Myrmidon is pretty viable. I remember when he first came out, it was mostly mid heroes. So yeah, Valkyra, I didn't expect him to play support.
I'm really surprised that they first picked Madman, considering he's rarely picked, and it's safe to say that you can last pick him without worrying about the other team stealing him from you.
Fair enough. I've seen him played a few times actually in the CGI ladders. But we're just waiting on GoGo Power Rangers to pick up their second and third heroes. It looks like they're Ghost picking Empath and Witch Slayer at the moment. Don't see Empath run all that much, although no, she gets swapped out instead for Demented Shaman. Those are probably going to see those two in the tri-lane. But both quite solid heroes. And just we'll talk about the Unbreakable change. Cujo, do you prefer the Unbreakable or the Arcane Hide?
I haven't played with him enough to make a proper decision. I think Unbreakable's better. But that being said, I normally still max the other two skills anyway because you need rank 3 slow for it to have a proper slow and stun. And heal's just one of those spells that's going to be better than Unbreakable anyway because it's good for team fights and it's really offensive.
Okay, personally, I just take the view that, you know, if you've got other disables on the team, you really don't need Entangle all that much because it's not really that awesome as far as disables go. And I just like to get the early Unbreakable, but fair enough. What about you, Fives? How do you like to build your D-Charm?
I've played a bit of D-Charm. I'm going back to support 5s I used to play. But I really like this new Unbreakable, mostly because of the damage he puts out. Like you get high levels in that. And as Cujo said, level 3 Entangle is the max you need for the stun. Above that, all it does, increase from 2 to 4, all it does is, I believe, increase the damage, which isn't really the deciding factor in how you rank Entangle. So recently, when I've been playing him, I've been getting 3 in Entangle, maxing Unbreakable, and then maybe keeping it a bit low on the heal. But it really is situational. That's what's good about the new DS. Everything's viable in certain situations.
Yes, definitely allows them to play reactively to the enemy team. As we see, we've now got Hellbringer and Pestilence picked up for Frenetic Array, and it looks like they're going to pick up Glacius possibly as the last pick. But on the Legion side for GoGo Power Rangers, we have Demented Shaman, Witch Slayer, Arachna was just picked up and swapped around, and also the Dark Lady. So it looks like they're going to run a D-Shaman, Witch Slayer, and Dark Lady tri-lane, which will be quite nasty actually to face up against. And it looks like they're probably going to send Bubbles into the side lane versus a tri-lane possibly and have Arachna solo mid. But we see Glacius picked up as the final hero for Frenetic Array. So just looking at that lineup, Cujo, how do you think they're going to run that?
Well, I think they'll have Hellbringer in the tri-lane with Glacius, I guess. Actually, I'd say that they're going to have Myrmidon and Glacius, Baby, and Pest. They'll have Madman mid, and then they'll have Hellbringer in the short lane, and the reason I think that is because Dark Lady is one of those heroes that you need to, if they're going to try lane Dark Lady, you either need to pick a harder carry, which may or may not exist, or you need to lane against them with an offensive lane, which is what they've picked in Pestilence, Myrmidon, Glacius.
I just want to mention what I've seen a lot in this CGI season, especially, is the sort of laziness when we're coming to player-dependent bans. Like I've seen a lot of games where Triskis picks up Dark Lady and takes the game away. And I just think that a ban on Dark Lady could have done a lot better than what are the other bans that really take minutes? Too many of the bans that Frey put out. But I just think letting him pick up Dark Lady after they've played him pretty much every other game is just a bit remiss of them.
I agree. Yeah, after watching them shit all over my team, HH&H, with Dark Lady, that's the first thing I would have banned, honestly.
And
I plan on banning Dark Lady when I play GGPR.
100%. It's really, I would have called a ban on Dark Lady.
Fair enough. As I'm just going to give a quick countdown to make sure we're all synced up. I'm at 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. Just stop me when you guys are synced up. 49, 48,
Not synced.
47, 46, 45, 43, 42. You all good there, Cujo?
Synced.
Alright, cool. Okay, so actually, looks like they're scouting out with the Monkey. The Legion team looks like they're scouting out the Monkey, just looking to see if there's any gank squads happening up there. As there is actually Frenetic Array rolling out into the top jungle. It looks like they're holding back, just getting ready to camp that rune. But they're sending Madman solo bottom by the looks of it. But he's going to be up against a solo Arachna, so he should be all right. Should be all right to farm that. Might have a little bit of a rough time, but should be able to handle himself if he plays well. And the Legion team are going to run a tri-lane up at top, so it looks like they're going to try. No, it looks like they're rotating. Actually, the tri-lane is going to go. Yeah. So, do you think we'll see?
Spotted by the courier there.
Okay. So, do you think we'll see Madman rotate to top once he realizes there's a tri-lane at the bottom, Cujo?
It really depends on whether or not Frey are smart enough to do it. I'd imagine they would, but it does take time and effort, and if you're lazy, and a lot of teams don't do it.
And we see Myrmidon being played as a solo mid, as opposed to pretty much every time I've seen him in the CGI ladder so far, he's been played as a tri-lane support. But let's have a quick talk about the we're having a quick chat about the Frey always running Hellbringer in the tri-lane. Fives, you disagreed with that? Could you give your reason?
I very, very, very much disagree with that. We've only played against Frey, formerly Sublime, a few times, but really every time we have it, put Hellbringer in a tri-lane. I just like he's good for his ulti. That's great if you want to get an alternative. But if you put him in a tri-lane, all you have is the Death Boil and the slow, I guess, and I guess a bit of the magic. But there's just nothing he can do that another tri-lane hero can't do better. And the second thing is Hellbringer is a hero that needs a solo lane to get levels early, and so he can get like the higher levels of his Death Boil and his ultimate, and putting him in the tri-lane really denies him of that. I think putting Hellbringer as a tri-lane hero is really, really a bad choice when you could have had a Myrmidon, for example.
Well, I'm watching Myrmidon get wrecked at mid. Oh yeah, go for it.
Yep. I think it's not that Hellbringer is so shit in tri-lane. It's just that there's so many other better picks if you want a tri-lane support. There's Voodoo Jester, Andro, so many Myrmidon, so many other heroes that do Hellbringer's tri-lane job better, and very few heroes that do his solo job better.
Fair enough. As we see Myrmidon kind of getting wrecked at mid, Valkyra coming up second best to MK's Arachna. But it looks like the Legion team, the Hellborn are trying to gank Arachna at mid, but they're not going to manage it because MK's got a ward up, just spotting the Ancients there. And we've got Madman still trying to farm his way against the bottom lane, against the trial. I don't see this ending very well at all for Madman. Looks like really these guys are going to try it anyway, but Fives, can you see this working out for Madman at all?
No, I really don't rate Madman as a support for the short lane at the best of times, let alone against the tri lane. I don't see why they haven't said, I don't see what Jabwab thinks he can do with Pestilence against pretty much a free farm Dark Lady. It's not like Madman is Hag, or it's not like Madman is Valkyrie or something that can at least get some CS. Oh, in mid we see MK taken down by Valkyra. I missed what happened there, but he did get a sharp weave filled up.
He just moved on top of him and nuked his ass. Tables
have turned.
Yes, well,
he did get an assist from Hellbringer.
Yeah, they came down from top trying to gank him. In the end, actually managed to harass him a little bit, but I think MK made the mistake of coming back into the fight. So we see Bubbles getting ganked here from behind by Glacius and Hellbringer. It was a nice feint from Glacius up there, driving Bubbles back into the waiting arms of Bobo's Hellbringer. And it looks like Bubbles is in a fair bit of trouble here. I think he's going to get away, though, barely. If he manages to pop his health pop, no, he's going to survive anyway, just barely there. But that was a good play by Frey, using Glacius to go up there, scare Bubbles into firing a shell backwards straight into Bobo's waiting arms. But we see Madman still getting smacked around at bottom, not really faring too well. He kind of needs some help down there pretty soon, I think. But I'm just looking at the CK. We've got Myrmidon on 9-3 versus Arachna at 13-6, and she's really just harassing the crap out of that magic damage from the web shot. Plus, just her aura is really helping her last hit the crap out of Myrmidon, as well as I'm guessing the range of the attack speed is also helping out a hell of a lot. As we see Arachna rolling top, she's picked up early boots and also got an invisibility rune here, heading back towards Myrmidon and mid. Myrmidon, I don't know if he saw that, whether Arachna was coming back at him, but he could be in a little bit of trouble if he stays. No, he's backed off, and I think Arachna, no, she's come out of it now. We've got the monkey rolling bottom. What's it got on it? It's picking up some wards for Demented Shaman there. But,
I'd like to point out.
Yeah, go for it.
That Frey didn't upgrade their career until about 3 minutes 45 seconds into the game. I mean, really, the first 200 gold support kits should be on upgrading career. If you don't, that's if you don't upgrade at level 1.
Yeah, well, first 200 gold, you get that in like 2.5 minutes. Normally just by passively getting it, even if you don't get any CK. I should know because I wind up as the ward bitch often enough. But we see Arachna getting hit by Weedfield and mid, going toe-to-toe with Myrmidon. Myrmidon has an invisibility bottled and uses a waveform to try and get away, but doesn't disjoint that and gets smacked down there. MK coming out on top again. He's hit level 6 now, so he's ready to rock and roll with that spider ult. And he sees Glacius again trying to set up another kill, but I'm just looking at the skill build at the moment on... Madman, no, sorry, I thought he picked up Gash, but he's got Stalk and Barrel also. He's not screwed that up completely. But, we've
That's
got...
the second time.
Sorry, go again.
Counter carapace. I'm surprised Rack
That's
doesn't
the
have hard
second-
carapace considering the lane he was against.
Yeah, it does get him out of the weed field. It's the second time that Frey have tried to gank from the wrong side. As you can see, GGPR have that ward of sight, and they've just been, like Glacius and Hellbringer have been to mid twice now, and Arachna just knows that they're there every time. You really need to gank from behind when you gank in mid.
Valkyra just tried to get a gank moment on there, trying to get a gank on the bottom tri lane, but comes out second best. It's just taken down by Dark Lady. That's really not what you want to happen, especially with an already 326 gold per minute Dark Lady.
Yeah, I caught that on camera. Just the other, just trying to gank the Legion team from that direction, just coming down the top river like that, and then trying to go past the Ancients is really difficult because the Legion guy can see you coming from a mile away, even if there's no ward there, just because of the way that the cliff is placed and everything. Whereas if you come like the Hellborn coming from behind, it's really easy for them to gank mid. So I don't know if Glacius should have waited for Arachna to push up a bit more and then come out like he is now, just trying to get in behind her.
I really think they've misplaced their lanes. I don't think Pestilence is going to be able to, like, if Hellborn would have sent their tri lane bottom, then it would have made a lot easier job of ganking Arachna. So yeah, I think they really messed up by putting the tri lane at top.
Also see Bubbles. I don't think he's faring too well at the moment either. He's half the level of Pestilence. Pestilence has already picked up a Helm of the Black Legion. But has anybody been giving? Has Bubbles been getting his head kicked in by the supports? Because half the time I've seen Glacius and Hellbringer hanging around the mid lane trying to gank Arachna. Have you caught what's going on? Okay.
Hellbringer's been pretty much just sticking around there stacking fully. But that's to be expected really when you've got a tri lane against a solo.
Fair enough. Just hadn't seen them all that much in the lane. But we see Arachna, and looks like Arachna might be taking a run here. No, he's not going to go on Myrmidon. As maybe we're going to see a gank here on Madman at the bottom lane, which they can get in there with a minimize and a stun. Though it doesn't look like he's going to be in range by a long shot, as Madman's just going to back off quickly. See, just trying to look at some skill builds here. Doesn't look like. Looks like Demented Shaman has gone for 1 in Entanglement, 1 in Unbreakable, and 2 in the heal. So it's going to be interesting to see if he tries to max out Unbreakable at the stun or his slow first. So Glacius now trying to get in behind Arachna, although Arachna getting hit by a weed field here. Could be in a little bit of trouble if Myrmidon can follow up. The freeze comes out, the 100 blast comes out. Arachna getting beat up here. She's on 89 HP. She is going to get away. Her teammates poured in just in time, and now Bobo is in a lot of trouble. Bobo is going to go down, possibly Glacius as well if he gets caught out, but no, he's going to get away just fairly easily there. But good ports from the Legion tri-lane supporters, just getting in there when they were needed and managing to turn that one around. But anyway, it doesn't look like there's
I might want to bring up and ask Cujo, just from your competitive experience, Pestilence has gotten his free time on and he's opted to get a Helm of the Black Legion for the first item as opposed to a border beat. What do you reckon of that purchase?
I think they're thinking that they can crush them in the mid game, I suppose, because there's no way that they're stupid enough to think they're going to outcarry a Dark Lady and an Arachna with a Pestilence late game. I guess they're thinking that mid game they'll set up some team fights and help the Black Legion. I personally would have got the bot team. I personally would have I would have lane bot. I would have made the transition. Laning in HoN is really just paper, scissors, rock, and if they have a harder carry, you need to put more pressure on them than a solo Madman.
So, and that said, just ask, which carry do you find the harder carry in this situation, given that they had equal farm? Would you put your money on Madman or the Dark Lady?
Dark Lady.
I haven't had equal farm, but definitely Dark Lady.
Yeah, it was just a hypothetical question. As we see Myrmidon and Madman trying to push the bottom lane a bit against Dark Lady, although having to back off as Demented Shaman rocks up there. And we did see Arachna trying to gank Hellbringer a little bit earlier, but Hellbringer, of course, carrying a town portal stone and managing to get away fairly handily there. But I'm just looking at Madman's farm at the moment. What's he sitting on? Sitting on 160 GPM. I really don't know what they think he's going to be able to carry against when he's only, he's got like support ward bitch level GPM at the moment, as he's getting spotted up here by Demented Shaman's ward, getting beaten up, although he's dodging away into the trees at the moment, but still getting beaten up, and silenced by Dark Lady, now completely trapped in here, gets the stalk off, but Dark Lady can still see him, so he's got a problem, and he's going to come out in Diz here, and he goes down.
Yeah, heal off.
And that was definitely a good play by Boost.
It's just embarrassing.
Yeah. Good play by Boost.
It's embarrassing that they haven't changed Pestilence to bot lane.
Yeah, got a pair of wards there, just spotting him up. So it looks like they really want to get Madman shut down, and he really has. He's going to have a lot of trouble getting back into the game. As we see, Myrmidon has picked up an Invis rune here, and rotating back to mid. Looks like Glacius is going to follow him. Maybe they'll try and set up a gank on Bubbles at the moment. At the moment, we've got Myrmidon coming in on Bubbles. Bubbles dodging the Magikarp with a good take cover, and then managing to shell away, getting past the wheat field. So Myrmidon's Invis rune completely wasted there. It seems MK's opting to go with a fairly carry-heavy Arachnid. I haven't seen him gank a whole lot at the moment. Okay, I'll pass this one to Fives. Fives, would you play Arachnid like this, like as a farming carry? Would you try and gank a lot more with it?
The recent thing with Arachnid I found is that she's more mana dependent than she was because of the mana on a web shot now being used way more and stuff like that. I like to get a blink on her or a shroud if I'm playing pubs, but definitely once you've gotten that stuff, it's okay to get. The thing about this game is even if despite the fact that they have a Dark Lady who's a hiding carry, they're still letting Pestilence free farm, so it's probably good to hedge their bets and get Arachnid a bit more farm. And you can still get kills like he just did.
Yeah, we see Arachnid quite happy to tower dive in there, just running under the tower, killing 2 heroes, killing Glacius and Hellbringer with the help of, I think it was Bubbles here, as Pestilence is now trying to run down Arachnid, but he's just being kited so badly here. Really has no...
Getting a pull. It's really, really hurting.
Yeah, that's where PK would have gotten the kill.
Honestly, I'm not sure why he's trying to run down Arachnid. It's like trying to run down Viper with Sladar. It's just completely impossible. It really was a poor choice trying to chase down Arachnid there, because there was no way in hell he was going to run him down there.
There was, if they had run that trial on top, which they did, and then if they'd gotten that early portal key, and then they sent it to bottom to gank to try to take a bit of farm off Dark Lady, that could have been a justification for putting the trial on top. But getting a Vanguard first really is the kind of thing you do on Sandray, not a ganking game semi-carry like this.
That's just what I do: is get the bottle key and then send all 5 bot and just take over the jungle, make sure Dark Lady can't free farm. I'm disappointed that Madman's just continually going bot and feeding himself.
Yeah, that's misplay.
He should be ganking, he should be TP ganking, he should be in their woods even. Look at Arachnid right now. If someone was in their woods, Arachnid might be able to get picked off.
Yeah, even that, or like he could go to top and start farming that, because I mean, Pestilence isn't even there at the moment. He's just got supports all over it.
Yeah, look at that, you've got both carries contesting for farm. What a couple of retards.
Snap.
What I'm really noticing right now is the kind of like the warning that Frey's got up. They've got one there defending their jungle near top lane. They've got one on the rune, and they've got one in the bottom rune in the legion jungle. But they have no wards actually in their jungle, so Dark Lady and Arachnid can just farm that. And in the team, they've got a heavy ganking team that really doesn't have much late game prospects, especially with the lack of farm Madman's being good. I really don't know why they don't have, like, it's 30 minutes in, you can expect a ward in their jungle at least. Like, I don't know where that is. I think their support should need to step it up.
Oh, so we see a gank happening on top. Bubbles going top, getting the wheat field down. Witchslayer just ulting Myrmidon there. Myrmidon trying to escape from the wheat field, but stunning himself and then getting taken down by an auto attack from Bubbles. We see Pestilence porting in. Again, too slow to really do anything, it seems. Although he's getting fairly close to Bubbles, he might actually be able to get there. Witchslayer also on quite low HP. It doesn't look like anybody's going to port in to help him out. As we see Glacius get the Tundra Blast off. Witchslayer goes down, and now we've got Pestilence just escaping. Easy as you please. Didn't see any ports coming in from the bottom lane. They probably could have helped him out. They wanted, as you see, Arachnid's picked up a portal key, so it looks like Arachnid is going to go ganking after they finish pushing this bottom lane.
Very good build for Arachnid. He just took out Madman again, and that's just really taking out any hope that he can get. What's on at the moment? 114 GPM. Only 14 higher than their level 5 Hellbringer. They have that, sending that Madman bottom. I don't know what they were expecting. I'd put Madman as a solo in the long lane, but never against the Triumph like that. It's really gives any hope you might have to carry.
So you see
12-3 like that. Just look at the score, 12-3 already. That's a pretty significant difference.
Looks like Freya are in a lot of trouble here. As we see Dark Lady just taking out some creep stacks. Looks like she's gonna have her rune axe fairly soon. As we see Witchslayer camping a haste rune here. I think he might be waiting for MK to come pick that. Although MK blinking in after Hellbringer, although deciding to change his mind as 2 ports come in from the Hellborn team. Glacius and Pestilence arriving to help their teammate out. So they get going. However, Witchslayer has picked up the haste rune. Looks like the Hellborn team might be in a little bit of trouble here if the Legion team form up and take a go. Although it looks like Myrmidon has also rocked up into the mid lane. So now it's just going to be the Legion team backing up here. As we see Dark Lady still farming away. What's she sitting on now? She's got 300 gold. I think she's finished off her rune decks, possibly. Might just be waiting to pick some out. So we see the Hellborn team pushing away at mid tower. Without any contest at all. It looks like it's going to be a free tower for them as the Legion team are going to push top in response.
Dark Lady's got a rune dax. It's 16 minutes. It's very rough, but
You know, I'll just say, guys, I think the only 2 circumstances where you can afford to let a Dark Lady be in a tri-lane against a solo is when you either have Malikan or Sandwraith in your tri-lane. I think those are just about the only 2 carries in the game that'll out-carry a Dark Lady. I mean, Mage Bane just gets silenced and butt fucked. I'm a huge Malikan fan.
since you smashed us, that's all we play.
You just want to show off your 650 GPM Malikan.
Yeah, get the 6 minute phones featured.
I think it's just about one of the only strength heroes that's hard enough to out-carry a hero like Dark Lady.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know,
what Frey's really lacking now is initiation. Like, we saw that hesitation at mid when they pushed that tower down, when there were a few, like, Arachne and stuff. If they had his Blink Dagger, or if they had what GGPR has now, which is blinking Arachne and bubbles and good initiating heroes like that, then they really could be taking control of this game a lot more. I think it's just again the not having Blink Dagger on Pestilence is just really coming back to bite them, especially now since he's ganking, so he doesn't have really any need for that Helm of the Black Legion.
Well, what was I going to bring up? It was something I wanted to talk about, but now I've forgotten. So, it looks like we're going to see another push here at top as Bubbles fires a shell off into the top lane. But it looks like they're going to have this fairly easily. It's only Bubbles and Demanding Shaman defending the moment. Although we see Pestilence run in, Dark Lady's ult come out, Pestilence backing off, Bubbles' ult's come out, Arachna's in there, she's got Unbreakable on her, doing a ton of damage to Myrmidon, although Myrmidon getting away down, Glacius going down, Song of the Sea comes out, I don't think that hit anything there, as we see Hellbringer getting it run down here, no hope at all. Just easy as you please, GGPR taking control of this match. You see Myrmidon still trying...
The hesitation there was Dark Lady's ultimate. It's really, I don't know if there was intentional, but it's really smart pick up against a team like Frey, who has a few new members who they don't have the comms all together yet. Dark Lady really messes you up, especially on that when they had that tower. They didn't know what to do. Like Arachne was pretty much dedicated and focused on, but they just didn't get the communications necessary when Dark Lady heralded.
Good point is we see Dark Lady.
The other team.
So we see Dark Lady's quickly stealing her stacks there, but as you were going to say, Cujo.
When the other team uses Dark Lady's ult, you need someone to just yell out either run or go in and fight, because it's not that people do the wrong things, it's that they're not coordinated when they do it. Like you might have 3 people run and 2 people fight. It needs to be all one or the other, I think.
That's a good point. Actually, that's what I want to ask. We don't see Malikan very often in the comp scene. Is there any particular reason you like him?
Yeah, I just think he's a strength hero that you can try lane short lane against a hero against Dark Lady and still end up out carrying him late game, because he's got that AoE like Dark Lady has. He's got everything Dark Lady has, the initiation, and he's got I think in a 1 versus 1, Malikan would beat a Dark Lady.
His tri-lane potential is really his sword. It's just the damage it puts
Oh,
out.
it's
like,
fucking huge, yeah. And you don't need a rune back, so you don't need to wait.
It's AoE. Yeah, it's AoE, and then you just hit so many people. Plus, the fact, recently, since Aqua's Bones got buffed, if you get that early in a trial and you get like a 3 farm, it's on tiers that it's viable on. Like, it's not really viable on a Madman, it's not really viable on a Dark Lady. A lot of the agility carries are really viable on. But Malikan just fits it perfectly, and that just gets his farm to outrageous.
As we see the Hellborn take out the Congo quite easily there. Legion not having any wards up. We see Demanding Shaman getting caught out here by a Weed Build and a Magic Up. Going to get smacked down by Pestilence there. Just drilled easy as you please. But, actually, I was going to ask, Alchemist Bones, you guys know it stacks, right? Like, it stacks, you can have 2 of them on you at once and just keep stacking up all the charges. Have you ever tried that? I saw Testy and I think it was China talking about it.
I've tried it. I don't rate it. I've tried it. It's not really worth it. The first one gets your GPM to as high as it needs to be. I think in a game like this, like Dark Lady, as soon as you hit 30 minutes, you'll have pretty much all of your item slots filled anyway, and another Alchemist Bones is really just going to be holding you down at that stage when you do like a BKB or another luxury art. So yeah, it's good, I guess, but if you can get 2 Alchemist Bones without being too frail to participate in fights, then you've won the game already. You could have been done better with any other item.
This is true.
1 Alchemist Bones is 1900 gold, is it? 2 of them you can afford a BKB, so you're kidding yourself if you think that 20 minutes into the game spending 4k on Alchemist Bones is just retarded.
Fair enough. As we see Pestilence wasting the token, they're diving too far. Glacier's trying to get an ult off. He gets silenced by Dark Lady there. Pestilence going to go down as well. Probably going to lose Hellbringer as well, as the Legion team are all over Frenetic Array. Frenetic Array getting smashed there. They lost Demented Shaman.
They're really showing that teamwork. Really, like that was. Frey didn't know what was up there. As soon as the ulti came down again, the Dark Lady ultimate was really underrated. It just took them out. They didn't know what to do.
Well, yeah, they picked off Demented Shaman early, but then I think Pestilence overextended quite badly, wasted the token, and then his team, even when he was up, his team weren't close enough to help him out. But, yeah, Madman has a Chalice, Steam Boots, and a Power Supply, so really he is completely behind. What's his GPM? Sitting on 207. He's got no hope of getting back into this. We've seen Myrmidon charging out towards Bubbles, so Bubbles backing away nice and quickly. But it doesn't look like... just a hypothetical question. On the assumption that both teams, equally skilled and had equal teamwork, which lineup do you prefer? I'll start with Cujo.
I actually think they're quite even, although... Look, I think that if they would have sent Hellbringer top and Madman top and Hellbringer mid even, I just think that Hellborn don't have a solo that can really take out an Arachne solo. So that I think just on that I'd give it to Legion, but I think if Hellborn have a stronger tri-lane, if they would have Glacier's Myrmidon and Pestilence bot, they can outmuscle DS Witch Dark Lady. But I think given that they have Madman on top of Hellbringer for their solos, I just think that they didn't pick very well.
Drafting
could have outplayed in my opinion.
Fair enough. Could have drafted a little better then. What about you, Fives?
Based on picks alone, I'd say Hellborn is a pretty good lineup, but then again, Dark Lady does counter a lot of what they have, and you can underestimate the power of Bubbles and Dark Lady ults together. But like you just said, they really did both pick very strong heroes. As we see again, this Dark Lady ultimate, they have, and then the silence from Bubbles as well, just completely taking out Pestilence and Glacius, and they continue to take out Bobo and Hellbringer, and it really looks like the game is nearly over. They just can't really put up a fight.
Yeah, I'm amazed that this game goes for another half hour.
Yeah, as I don't think so. Does it? Oh god, it does.
61 minutes.
I'm probably going to have to split this into 2 rendering things. I was just going to say, though, as Arachne nearly gets taken out, the Unbreakable comes out, and the Witchlay ult comes out, and down goes Myrmidon. But I was going to say that really it wasn't even Dark Lady's ult when they caught him out down here. It was just the initiation. Just Bubbles and Arachne were all over them. They were dead before they could react. Just beating them down.
That's really what Frey doesn't have. Like they don't. I think I've seen. Like I think they have a love affair with Hellbringer too much. Like I think they really rely on Hellbringer's ultimate to do what it can't do. Like it's a good start and everything, but it's not like Pestilence's. It's not that good for initiation, more for counter initiate. And I think they're just relying on that solitarily as for their initiation. It's really getting outclassed by Dark Lady and Bubble. As Furby Kirby gets caught out there for some reason, gets taken out by Dabba. Maybe this is the comeback that we're expecting for it to go for another half hour.
Yep. As Pestilence has picked up his portkey along with Bubbles. Bubbles also having his portkey now, so both of them actually, both of them able to initiate quite quickly and just deliver some surprise butt sex to the enemy. But we've got both teams pinging around up here. Looks like they're possibly looking towards, not sure what they're asking for. But given that Pestilence is now going for, he's now the initiator, Cujo, what would you build on him now that he's got his portkey in Helm?
I think no matter what he builds, it's too late. But against that lineup, I suppose I'd get a BKB. You don't want to get silenced, and you don't want to get hexed by Witch, and you don't want to get silenced by Dark Lady. I guess, yeah, BKB.
Fair enough. As we see the Legion...
Shrunken head, I should say.
Yeah. Dora do it all the time as well. As we see Demented Shaman just stacking the jungle for his carry. But it looks like the Hellborn team are stacking up, going to push the bottom lane. Just looking at that tower, it's almost gone if the Legion team don't get there quickly, although they might just try and trade the top tower for the bottom one. With the Ragnar, they're solo pushing with quite a large creep wave. But it looks like Demand and Shaman in a fair bit of trouble now. He's got no support with him, although no, the Hellborn team are going to back off and not going to press their suit. But looks like a free tower for the Hellborn team as Arachna's going for it. No, Arachna's porting bottom. Looks like we've got a couple of ports coming here. Witchslayer porting into a weak field. Pestilence blinking in, but missing Arachna, who immediately blinks away, dodging the stun. As Arachna is, I'm not sure where Arachna went. As we see Dark Lady's ult come out, as we see Hellbringer go down. Myrmidon almost dead. Myrmidon has popped a Void Talisman. Looks like he might get away here as we see Demand and Shaman in a fair bit of trouble, although Demand and Shaman goes down in the end to Malphus, I think it was. Though Madman taking a lot of damage. So we see Arachna also in a lot of trouble. Pestilence managing to get on top of Arachna there. And Frey finally making a comeback here, although Dark Lady now getting in the fight. I don't think she was there in time. As we see Pestilence not able to go toe-to-toe with Dark Lady there. Did they just... I think they...
Frey must be kicking themselves. That was just completely down to Pestilence's blink, stun, and the fact they waited so long, it's so much wasted potential. That was a one team fight, pretty much just because of Pestilence's positioning. If they could have gotten that full of healer, they could have avoided the stomping that they've been getting.
Well, yeah, Arachna actually very fast reflexes managed to get out of there just before Pestilence hit him. I think he probably shift queued that blink just because.